Stay cool during back to school with Premier Heating and Air. All month long, Premier is waiving service calls and giving you $25 off repairs on the same visit. Premier has discounts starting at $1,000 on qualifying new systems. Call 478-300-2633 today or visit us online at dublin.premiershere.com. And go back to school cool. Restrictions may apply. Cannot be combined with other offer. Expires 8/31/26.
And welcome to Team Lawrence. I'm your host, Pat Brock, the Public Information Officer for Lawrence County Schools. And we are here at East Lawrence Primary for our back-to-school interviews. And when I tell you it's exciting, it is exciting. I'm seeing so many people that I've known for years in new positions, transitioning from other districts. So we're just so proud and excited to have them part of the Team Lawrence family. And we've got a newbie here, principal, Mr. Tim Allen. How you doing, Mr. Allen?
I'm doing great. We're super excited. How are you today?
I'm doing well. Congratulations.
Well, thank you so much. I'm blessed, and
Tim, give them.
I'm looking forward to it.
I know you are. Tim, give them a little overview about you and your family and your time in education.
Okay, well, yes, so my wife and I both are products of Lawrence County Schools. So I graduated from West Lawrence in 1999, and she graduated from East Lawrence in 1999. And so we both work for the school system. This is my 22nd year,
wow.
And I'm really looking forward to it. And I have taught high school, in actually both high schools,
right.
And worked at both schools. So I just love Lawrence County and giving back to the community, and we have a big time.
And Lawrence County loves you, Tim.
Well, thank you.
Now, you going from high school to little school. How does that feel? How's that transition been for you? Because we know you've been in education in a long time. You're great at what you do. You love what you do. And tell us about this transition, or how smooth or how has it been for you transitioning?
I tell you what, I just love people and getting to hang out with them, have a good time. But one of my first days when I came over here to visit, the kids were here, and I walked in. They didn't even know me, but they cheered like I was a hero. And I think it's going to be all right. I think we're going to make the transition and make it do well. I will miss the other age group, but I'm looking forward to what we could do here.
For sure. And what you're here doing, you're spreading the love, you're spreading the expertise that you have, and the Falcons, I know they're excited for you.
Yes, I'm super excited. We're gonna launch our school into learning. That's our theme, our focus this year.
I was gonna ask that, but your astronaut suit is hanging in your office.
Yeah,
right?
I've got it in there. Seeing about what we can be done with it.
For sure. So when you're talking about launching this school into learning, tell us about some of the things that are being implemented. Anything new that you're implementing, or things are pretty much staying the same, or what things you want to make sure that the people out there in Dublin and the parents understand and know about East Lawrence Primary.
One of the greatest things about East Lawrence Primary is it is a very welcoming, nice family community, and the teachers here, they just work. Even weeks in the summer when I'd be out here, there'd be several cars in the parking lot, people doing things. And we work big in our church. And, you had to work and get stuff together and decorate for Vacation Bible School. Yeah. And so last weekend, this week, I told my wife, I said, it feels like Vacation Bible School. Everybody's out there decorating, hanging up, getting ready. Right. So we want to keep that good small town school, good happy family going. For sure. And we definitely want to be pushing reading, math, and those are some good things. If we can get people to come alongside us and help us.
Right.
Y'all know, if you remember, I'm sure it's been on, Dr. Hall talked about our school system, our families, our kids. If we get our parents to help us out, read with your kid every single day. Yeah. And do some math stuff. I'm not saying do some algebra. Right. But talk about math, talk about numbers, highs, lows, sum, addition, all those kind of things, and we'll take these kids and we're going to elevate them. That's our focus word. We're launching into learning to elevate our kids, elevate the school, elevate East Lawrence, and get our community growing.
I love that, and this is part of that. Success being a team sport. That's right. So this week, your teachers and staff have come back. What have you all been talking about, or what have you been working on with them?
Okay, so we've had a lot of time to look at some different things and meeting in some of our different small groups. So right now we're focusing on just building a good community with them and learning. But the elevating, those are some things. And so a lot of the stuff in the school, they previously had worked on simplifying and clarifying things. So we're just going to come in there and continue on with that good work and making sure that we keep that good stuff going. But we've got some goals set of 75% or more success on our different measures that we have for pre-K through second grade. And we want to make sure when they leave here second grade, they're ready to go to third grade up at East Lawrence Elementary, and they're ready to go.
I love that. And, and parents, it's important that you all buy in to what the educators are doing here at all of our schools, because it's important that relationship, and we just reiterated that, we just spoke about that earlier, about it's important to have a good rapport, the teachers and the parents, because you all have one goal in mind, and that's to train up these children in the way that they should go.
Amen. That'll preach right there.
For sure. And we're about to meet some of your staff.
Okay, very good. I'm excited. I'm glad to have them here with me, and I'm glad that they would come along. So
for sure, here to do great things. It's a
Thank
pleasure.
you.
Congratulations. You're filling the shoes that old little Brandy Purser left. Now she's over in federal programs. Did a great job.
Yes, she did a great work and laid a great foundation, and I'm very thankful to her.
Yes, she is. And now it's your turn.
That's right. I'll continue carrying on the baton.
That's right. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Mr. Tim Allen, the principal here at East Lawrence Primary.
At Bank of Dudley, we're your community, your bank. And with 7 branches to serve you, there's a Bank of Dudley close by. And there's a familiar face close by. The same familiar faces that you've seen for many years. The same people that you've grown to trust. Because that's what community banking is all about. 7 branches, local people, local decisions, local banking. That's the Bank of Dudley, serving our community since 1905.
We are back, ladies and gentlemen, here at East Lawrence Primary, meeting some of the new staff members. And it is so exciting to see so many people, familiar faces that I know, and meeting some new faces, and just kind of hearing their story and their life in education. So this is your opportunity to hear from each one of those. We've got this lovely lady in pink. How are you, my friend?
I'm great, Miss Pat. How are you today?
Doing well. Good to see you.
Good. My name is Kayrie McDaniel. I have been teaching for 28 years. So I'm super excited to start a new journey here at East Lawrence Primary. I just can't wait to get started and see my new babies.
You got 2 kids that are college kids.
I do.
College
I'm about to be an empty nester, but it's a new season and a new opportunity for my kiddos, and I'm super excited for them too. So
I love that for you. And so you're teaching what grade?
I'll be teaching 1st grade this year.
Oh my gosh. When you think about when you first started teaching, do you remember how you were?
Oh.
How have you evolved through the years as an
boy.
educator to be what we see before you today, us today?
Well, a lot of prayer,
Yeah.
a lot of mistakes, and learning from those mistakes, and a team, good people that I surround myself with. And that's one of the things about East Lawrence Primary that I've loved so much. From the moment I've walked in the doors, everybody has just been welcoming, loving. I've always heard that East Lawrence Primary was a hidden jewel, and I'm really getting to experience that for myself, and I'm glad to be here.
What's beautiful about what you're saying is you can hear it, you can hear about it, but then you have to experience yourself.
Oh, absolutely.
And I think that the Lord has placed something in us, a discernment to where you can feel it. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
You kind of feel like, okay, it's been 28 years. Look, I done been around the block. But here we go.
That's right.
This is where I can fit in, get in to fit in, and do what I love to do.
Yes, and it's a fresh opportunity. I was able to start a new classroom.
Yes.
I was able to purge. 28 years, you have a lot of things.
That's right.
So, just getting started with a new set of students, new team. And that's one of my biggest things that I love is collaborating and being part of a team, because it takes a village.
Yeah.
And I tell my parents the minute they walk in the door that it's you, it's me, and it's your kiddo and our administration. and we all have to do our part.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
if we work together, then that's where you find success.
For sure. Well, girl, you know, we're excited to have you here. I mean, for all the years that you have poured into education, love and appreciate everything you've done at Dublin City Schools, changing those lives of those young people. And now here you are, another season
A new
of your
season.
life to be
Yes.
able to be a blessing to other kids.
Yes,
All right,
yes.
now your turn. Hey, Miss Thing, how are you?
I'm doing wonderful.
Good to see you. All right, share with us about you. Tell us who you are. Tell us about your family, and talk to us about your life in education.
Okay, my name is Tana Dobbs. I am starting year 8 in education. I have taught pre-K and kindergarten, so I'm really excited to be stepping into first grade for the first time. I will be teaching a co-taught class this year.
Okay.
And I'm really excited to be joining East Lawrence Primary. Everyone has been very supportive, very welcoming, and I can't wait to contribute and be a part of this great team and this great school.
Oh my gosh, this is so wonderful. And like I asked her, 28 years, but when you first started as a teacher, you know, a lot of times we have a lot of first-year teachers. They come out the gate, honey. They've got all these grandiose ideas and how they're going to, you know, do-it-yourself room and do all this kind of Etsy stuff to get it ready, and this is how they're going to teach. But you know, you don't ever know until you really get into that classroom.
Yes.
So when you first started as a teacher and you had all these grandiose ideas, how have you changed? How have you changed through the years?
I think one of the things that really stands out to me is I've become more relationship centered, more focused on the students, about building those relationships, meeting them where they are, and while I love my classroom to be welcoming and inviting and calming, I also know that at the end of the day, the students is what it's really all about. So.
Girl, you hit the nail on the head, because let me tell you something. The relationship that a teacher has with that student, oh my God. I still have a favorite teacher from the second grade that when I see her, I feel like a second grader again. And so when you're able to build that rapport with those students at an early age, it sticks with them. And a lot of times you don't ever know the dynamics of a child's background or where they're coming from. And so them coming into your classroom, that's got to be that sanctuary for them to learn, to grow, to trust you, right?
Right,
And
absolutely.
to love learning. What is it that you want to make sure that the parents know about you and how you run that classroom? First of all, give us your philosophy of how you run your classroom, right? And then I want you to talk to the parents out there of the expectation you have from them and vice versa.
Gotcha. Well, I have high expectations for my students. You always, shoot for the stars, but then I also meet them where they are. You have to truly differentiate, and you have to find what makes each student tick, what makes them successful, what makes them engaged. I have a lot of different centers and different hands-on approaches, and just meeting them where they are is truly what I do. And I want my parents to know that they're always welcome, that we have a relationship together, as well as I have the relationship with their child.
For sure.
But like I said before, it's a team, and we have to be part of that team to make everybody, successful. And some days kids come in and they're grumpy. They haven't they don't feel well. But I may be grumpy some days.
If I'm hot, you don't even come my way. Don't come nigh my dwelling when I'm hot.
But truly helping a child find out what makes them learn and what makes them want to learn more. And, getting to know them, that's what it's all about. I love how Tana said relationships, because that's what it's all
I'm
about.
going to tell you, that truly, truly matters. Because at the end of the day, you could be the best teacher in the world, but if you don't have a rapport with your students,
That's right.
come on, you're missing the mark.
Some days you may have the best lesson planned out, but they're just not feeling it. So
Yeah.
you got to be able to you have to be flexible, and you have to know your audience,
We used to do this thing like you have to pick a card because of the color describes what your mood is.
Oh, true.
And we're like, what's your color today?
Well, you usually can tell by their little faces.
Honey, face don't lie.
My face doesn't lie.
I'm like, fix your face, fix your face. All right, Tana, talk to us like what I've been discussing with her. What would you like to share about that?
So, I would definitely want to reiterate on the relationships, but also, too, just letting them know that I care, that we have that relationship. And I think that students really, truly, genuinely want to learn more from someone that they know cares about them. And also that consistency, especially at such a young age. Just making sure that we're building that structure, that consistency, and they know what to expect when they come in the door each day. I want them to know that they are valued, that they are loved, they are important, and that every single one of them can learn with the right supports in place, with the right opportunities. And that's one of my biggest things is just for them to know they are loved, valued, they can learn, we can do this together.
There it is.
And I look at my teaching as it is a partnership. It's not just me. None of us do this on our own. Each one of us has bounced an idea off another teacher before, stolen an idea from another teacher before, or had our sessions with mentors that have walked with us along the way. And then there's the parents. The parents are a huge part of this because they're sending us their absolute very best that they have.
That's right.
And we want to make sure that we are never taking that for granted. Yeah. And, that we want to love on these babies and make sure that when they leave our classroom, that they have gained more from being in our classroom.
I love that,
good.
girl. That's real good. Drop the mic. And when you're talking about building relationships, even with your coworkers, your colleagues, the administrators, those other teachers and paras, and it's like that's so important.
Yes.
And this week has that been giving you all the opportunity to kind of collab and kind of talk a little bit, because that relationship is what gonna help keep you going.
That's right.
Because when you don't get along,
That's right.
we're a mess, aren't we?
Well, I love how Mr. Allen, in our back to school meeting, he's just been amazing. And he gave us several scriptures to talk, and he said, looking at our jobs, our work as a form of worship. And it truly is when you do what God's called you to do, you're worshiping Him. And that was so good. And he also said, if you have aught with a brother, you need to come to them, and so we might not always get along, but we can agree to disagree sometimes, and sometimes a little bitty tiny little speck could be nothing, but if you don't, it could blow out of proportion really easy. And sometimes it's about, I just wasn't feeling good that day. I was a little, I just wasn't with it. And then I said something I didn't even mean to say, but coming to a person and just being able to communicate, that's the key.
That makes a world of difference, doesn't it? And, and you find out that a lot of times you have issues due to miscommunication.
Exactly.
I'm the type person, say it to my face, not behind my back.
And they respect you so much
Yes,
more.
yes.
A coworker can wind up being a friend just because of how you handled a simple miscommunication.
Keeping it real, right?
Yes.
Keeping it real.
That's right.
Everybody knows I am. I'm going to keep it real, baby. I'm not going to do it at all. That's just the way I live my life in integrity. And when you're talking about bringing scripture into into what we do, I often say, let the words of my mouth and the meditations of my heart be acceptable in thy sight. Our Lord, my strength and my Redeemer. And I believe in having integrity in everything that you do, and I can call it out when you don't. You know what I'm saying? And just dealing with people, because when you're unapologetically yourself, when you are a woman or a man of Christ, a man of God, and you are doing what you love, and you're doing it with the utmost integrity, it'll show.
That's right. That's right.
Nobody will have to question. You walk in the room.
That's
when you
right.
saw me, what did you think when you walked in here?
You just smile.
Hey, shucks. But that's just what it is. So listen, congratulations to both of you. Thank you for how you have truly laid your life down for your profession, for your families, and done what you've loved for so many years. We're thankful for what you've done over at Susie Dasher, you were at IGA.
Yes.
Thank you for all the work that you all have done, and we're so glad to have you here, a part of this family. You are Team Lawrence now. And we just know that there's nothing but great things that are going to come from both of you.
Well, I'm excited to be here, and it truly is a calling, and it is a blessing to be here.
Yeah, it is, baby girl.
Yes.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. And like I said, I'm grateful for this opportunity, and I feel like I'm right where God has placed me at this moment.
All right. You're right. This is Tana, ladies and gentlemen, and Miss McDaniel. Thank you.
Summer's here and the grass is growing. Keep that lawn under control with a mower from Hometown Supply. We have a full lineup of new and used mowers. Good for any size lawn. We even have in-house financing options. Current mower not working? Bring it into Hometown Supply where we repair any line of mowers. So call or come by today and get that lawn in order.
And remember, if you can't do business at Hometown Supply, you just can't do business.
All right, we're back, ladies and gentlemen, here at East Lawrence Primary, meeting some new educators here that are in this building. And, you know, it's just always so exciting to kind of hear their stories and they kind of tell us about their journey and their teaching philosophy. And we've got the last two here at East Primary. We're going to start with my right. How you doing, ma'am?
I'm doing well.
Good to see you.
It's good to be here.
Back again.
That's right.
Beth, didn't you retire?
I did 5 years ago, but I never left.
You never left. Come here.
no.
Tell everybody about yourself, your family, and talk to us about your years in education.
Okay, so I'm Beth McDonald, and I am in my 35th year of education. I retired after 30 years, but I've never stopped working. So I've worked in some capacity the past 5 years, and the past 2 years I went back full time. So I'm coming here this year new from East Lawrence High School.
Oh, wait a minute, Beth. So where did you start? So when you first started in education, what grade level did you teach, and what did you teach?
Well, the first 5 years I was middle school, and then I taught in the elementary school for 4 years, and that was in a different district. But since I've been at East Lawrence, I was at the middle school all of my career until I retired. And then I came back and worked contract work. Then I went to the middle school and worked a little bit, then back to the high school. And now I'm here at the primary school. So I've been everywhere.
What grade are you teaching, and what are you teaching here?
I will be teaching second grade. I'll be a co-teacher.
Beth, little bitties.
That's right. And I've worked some since I've been retired with younger children, and I've enjoyed it. And I just feel like it's an opportunity that I could not pass up, and I'm blessed to do it.
And you know, you're such a great educator, and of course I know your kids and your hubby, and seeing you out at the games and just supporting the way that you do. When you think about the many years in education, what's your reason why? Why do you do it, and why have you done it for so long?
I love it. I mean, I don't know anything else to say other than I love working with children.
Yeah.
And I love working with the people that are here on the east side. This is home to me.
Yeah.
And I can't leave it. I don't know. I don't know what to say. I just want to be here, and I want to help this community, and I want to keep working with the children. I'm now teaching and working with the children of the people that either I taught or I'm teaching their children.
Look at that.
So
Does that not make it
Yes.
special coming in full circle?
that's right.
All right, we got another one here, new to Lawrence County Schools other than her babies. How you doing, darling?
I'm great. How are you?
Doing well. This is your chance. Tell us about you and your family and your years in education.
My name is Lantisha Smith. I've been in education for about 7 years. I subbed before that for about 12, 13 years prior to that. I started at Dublin City Schools at Hillcrest. Then I moved over to the Irish Gifted Academy under the leadership of Matt Taylor. But now I'm here to continue to grow great students and hopefully produce some world-class leaders.
We love that for you. Lantisha, so what are you teaching over here at the primary school?
I'm teaching second grade.
Second grade. And, you know, what have you seen in your life has changed about you as an educator from when you first started and to where you are now?
I'd probably have to say just the way things are done. It kind of evolved to technology, but now it's kind of scaling back. So I'm kind of happy to be a part of that,
For sure.
taking them back to the roots.
Do you all remember, like, years ago when we had the chalkboards? We used to raise our hands so we could go dust off the chalkboard and clean out the erasers and stuff like that. But now technology, there's so much involved in technology. Do you find, like, with young people that they are so computer savvy and knowing how to use things that you didn't think they would?
Right, I do, but there's also that gap of just knowing how to do things manually, and those are skills that they really need. So I'm kind of glad that we're going back to the original.
And tell us about your family, because I know you got a little raider over there.
Yes, I have a senior at West Lawrence High School, Journey Smith. She's on the cheer team. And I have a senior at Georgia Tech. She'll be graduating in December. And I have a bonus daughter with 3 bonus grandchildren.
Oh, my gosh.
And my 2 oldest grands are coming over to East Lawrence Elementary. They're excited about that. So.
Well, so here it is. You got a little family affair here going on. Now, here it is. When you think about, ladies, about, just starting this new year, you've been in education for a while. You have a style in the way that you teach your kids. You have a philosophy in what you believe is top tier in how that classroom needs to be run. Share with us about what your philosophy and teaching style is and what you're going to do to kind of get these kids, to bring them in, get them acclimated to trusting you, and then, of course, in that classroom and getting that work done.
Well, this year's going to be a lot different than my past years because I'm working with some much younger students.
Right.
So, but I think it's all kind of the same, that you know that all of the kids can learn, and some of them need different things than others to learn.
Yeah.
And that's one of the things that I'm going to be doing as a co-teacher, is just trying to figure out what every person can do to help them to just be the most successful student. And I want them to learn to love to learn. I mean, I want them to not just have to come to school, but to love this place like I do. That's right.
To be excited to come and learn. What would you like to share?
When it comes to the classroom, I believe in relationships first. So when my students come in, I want them just to have the feel of being at a home away from home, building relationships with my students, families, and community, and bring those things together to produce, world-class leaders.
God, this is exciting, ladies. I mean, here it is. Now, of course, we've got open house coming up, and then we got the first day of school. My gosh, these kids are going to be coming in here 90 to nothing.
That's right.
And it's like, what do y'all, so you're talking about building the relationship, building that rapport. How important do you feel that your role is in the success of these young people?
I think it's extremely important, and you have to work with the families and the parents because that's their life. And so I've already started calling parents and talking to them and letting them know what's going on and how I can help them and all. And I want to have a close relationship with all the families and help them to feel like that they are part of this education process. It's not just us.
That's right.
It's the whole community, really.
That buy-in, isn't it?
That's right.
What do you want to share about?
I agree. It's 110% important. Children need to be with someone that they have a relationship with and can trust, and because in actuality, most children, they want to please. So if they know they can trust you and you build that relationship, 110%, you should be successful.
There it is. Well, I know that you two are going to be successful. You're bringing a plethora of knowledge and that understanding, that wisdom, that relationship part of building that with these kids, and we know that that's so necessary, and that's what's going to help them to learn and to grow and, of course, be prosperous with all that they do. Anything else you'd like to share? Anything you'd like to say to the parents out there, these kids that you're getting ready to meet?
Yeah, please just, feel free to come to us and talk to us about any concerns that you have. And I'm just proud to be a Falcon, Miss Pat. I'm proud to be a Falcon. I'm proud to be here.
Yeah.
And I can't wait to football starting up this Friday and just getting back into everything school. And I hope that the parents will just take the opportunity to just join in this and let this be part of your life.
For sure. Anything else you'd like to add for the parents out there?
I'm just happy to be here. I look forward to growing with the Falcon family, even though my roots are on the other side of the county. It's all Team 1 Lawrence.
That's right. That's right. And you know what I love about this family aspect of it? And were you all at the convocation?
Yes.
What did y'all think?
It was great.
Oh my God! You saw me dancing the whole time. I don't know what it is, but just I was so excited to seeing all of us come together, because I think with a big district, you sometimes lose sight in the fact that we are still one district, even though it's 9 different schools. And seeing those Falcons and seeing those Raiders come together, and just hearing from Dr. Hall and all of the speakers and talking about success being a team sport. This is what we're in it to win it. So thank you so much. Congratulations on your new positions. Welcome back. Welcome to Lawrence County Schools. Glad to have you here. Thank you for everything that you've done in your other district and what you've done to transform these kids' lives. And we're glad to have you here because here it is, another season for you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, that's all the time we have here for Team Lawrence. We're here at East Lawrence Primary where we continue to grow great students.